Hi Raiders, we were waiting for a guaranteed event in Raid and it's finally coming. Tomorrow, on the 8th of November, we'll get a guaranteed summon for a guy from a new faction, Silver Watchers. Let's check him out. For only 40 ancient shards, and I mean only in a bad way, we can get a guaranteed Duedan Zeronic, and he's an HP based champion. Let's check out his skills. His A1 attacks one enemy and has 50% chance of removing one random debuff from all allies. It can be booked to 60%, it's quite nice, but I'm not really sure about 60%. Then his A2 attacks all enemies, places shield buff on all allies for 2 turns, equal to 15% of this champion's max HP, and increases duration of all buffs and on allies by 1 turn. So it can be booked, and the cooldown is 4 turns. Well, I don't know, nothing special about it in my books. Places stunned, his A3 on this champion for 1 turn, also places a 25% strength buff and counter-attack buff on this champion. This one looks quite nice. It can be booked for a 3 turn cooldown, and I believe it can be used on clan boss to guide the stun. Also, it's a new buff which is stoned. I still haven't got a champion with it, so it can be interesting for all those players who don't have it too. And lastly, his aura increases death in all battles by 20%, which I believe is a good aura for epic. And my final thoughts on this guaranteed epic champion summon is to skip it, because 40 ancient shards is quite a lot. You can save, and probably there will be an event for an legendary champion, and you will have to spend around 140-150 shards, and I believe it will be more worth than to get an epic from 40 shards. But if you want to get an epic from Silver Watchers and you still haven't got enough for your faction war teams, for example, you can go for this if you have lots of shards saved up. I believe I don't. And the second guaranteed champion will be Nia, which will come out on Wednesday, and you will have to pull 30 void shards just to guarantee her. And let's check her out. She's a defense-based champion. Her A1 attacks all enemies and has 30% chance of placing 30% decrease speed buff for 2 turns. It can be buffed to 50% chance, which looks quite nice. Her A2 removes all debuffs from a target ally, then heals them by 40% of their max HP. If target of the skill is not a champion, decreases the cooldown of all target of the target's skill by 2 turns. Well, this skill looks quite nice, with 3 turn cooldown and a juicy heal. Well, this skill looks really awesome. And here's A3, places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also places 15% strengthen buff on all allies for 2 turns. And it can be booked to a 3 turn cooldown, which is quite nice. And her passive, when whenever the champion is healed, heals each ally except the champion by 20% of that heal. Well, the passive is usable. I believe her A2 is an awesome skill, which has to be tested, and I really like it a lot. But in my books, 30 void shards just to get White Riot Nia is a bit too much, and I will also be skipping it. Also, I believe I don't have enough shards, but if you like the look of her and want to pull a new faction Void Epic Champion, you may do so. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later. Bye.